Welcome back, guys. We just putting some junk away. We got some progress made. Don't think it's nighttime. Where's the sun at? Oh, the sun's still rising. Okay. So we got some progress done on the terraforming and stuff. This you've already seen. I've punched out holes for where the stairs, that's what they're called, stairs will go, and I still haven't put down the extra layer. However, this side has been officially completed, except for one spot there. Need to put a stair there. But all of this has got the extra capping pieces. It's got all the terraforming. I even started laying in some basic path. We're going to put some coarse dirt mixed in with this stuff. So it's not just the path shovel feature thing. That brings us all the way up to the actual deep mine access. This also goes around here so that we can get to this side of it. Not that it's really important. Obviously, we don't have to pay attention to the paths when we're going down because we can just drop. And they're not so high that we shouldn't. So that we should hurt. Bleh. Those are words. It's early in the morning. It's not so high so that we can't hurt ourselves, which still sounds awkward. Essentially, it's a short enough fall that we don't take damage. I've also marked out pens for the animals. This is the sheep pen. That up there is the chicken pen. And this is the cat pen, because it's the biggest, and it needs the most. I've lowered all of this quite a lot. This is still growing, apparently. And we've lowered this into beach. So originally I was going to put some stone around the outside of this as well to make it look like it's retained. But truthfully, I don't think we need to. I kind of like the beach just dropping right into the water. Not to mention, if we do that, we can't throw sugarcane anywhere. Yeah, so this will still have the one step up. I still haven't figured out where the access points are going to be for this. But that's the terraforming. Ooh, that was weird. The mouse just shot off randomly. Anyways, our goal for today is going to be working on the, that's better, the actual animal pens. There's some things I want to show you the designs of it and stuff like that. It'll mostly be completed, but not 100%. What do we want? This is spruce. Probably should be spruce to match, right? That would make sense. We'll need stone brick. And we'll need some sort of contrast block. Guess we could use cobble, though we don't have a huge amount of it. Although andesite would probably work really well as another contrast block. Again, we don't have a lot of it. We'll need that, I think. No, we won't need those. What we will need is autobots? No, probably unsorted. Yep. Need some iron bars. And we're going to need to make some, what do you call them? I don't know if my voice is too low. I am kind of mumbling, I just realized. There we go. That. Trapdoors. That will make sense later, I promise. What is getting cooked? What am I? Oh, glass. I'm cooking glass. Okay, that works. The contrast block. Well, we can do that in our inventory if we have to. This is what we need here. Oop. Okay. For now, that'll be fine. So what these do, or what I'm doing, is the animal pens are going to be traditional. You're not going to see like a structure. They're what I refer to as a sunken animal pen. Okay, and the way it works is essentially you dig essentially it's just dig a pit. You dig a hole and you put them in the hole. The method I use has two different variations on it. It has a, I guess like a smooth access or a elevated cover. which doesn't make much sense, I know. Essentially what it is, there's a top that goes on top of these, okay? Which makes sense because it's the top. It's early in the morning, have I mentioned that? And the top is always just stairs, okay? It's stairs that ring around it and then glass inside it, flush and level. Essentially, it's the skylight. This is what it is, with the stairs around it and then the glass. However, the two different variations are either one where it's directly on it, so that it's, I refer to it as the smooth one because you can literally just walk right over it. In that case, you don't have to do any weird variations and stuff. However, in this one, I'm trying something new, where it's actually elevated one block. And there'll be fence posts in the corners. Probably like doing like a little bit of like a little, I don't know, like the corner pieces, so it's not just a single post. And we'll do the same thing in these corners and stuff. And then the glass will be flush with that, so you can't actually climb over it. It becomes essentially like a mini structure, or an obstacle at least. However, in order for us to do this, we still need to get the actual interior dug out. Either way, the shape or the design of it is still the same. I got one. Good. The structure itself is essentially 3 blocks deep. Okay, it's 2 blocks with the 1 block headroom, essentially. Like this is because this is flush with the ground. The glass would be 1 block above it, and that'd be pretty tight. Or even 2 blocks above it is still pretty tight. However, I want this so that they can't really see. It's originally designed so that rabbits and whatnot wouldn't logically jump out of it. They could, because they can jump really damn high. But, whatever. Like, this is how this will work, okay? So all of this gets replaced with a proper interior space and everything. Hence the reason why we have all this stone brick in here and the andesite. I haven't figured out the exact layout. I'm thinking I might do stone or andesite. How does andesite look just up against stone brick? Just raw andesite. Not terrible, but I'm pretty sure this looks better. Just because it has like a more formulaic. Yeah, see, it's a less busy block, and it matches the fact that this is a less busy. So, I think what we're going to do is we'll do like corner bits. So we'll do runs down the corners here of the smooth andesite, polished andesite, I guess. We'll put the one there as well, just so that it's it looks right from above. You see, if we did the lowered surface, the flush one, we wouldn't have to care about these corner pieces. It's becoming night. Because they'd be covered by the stairs anyway, so you wouldn't see it. But because we're doing the elevated version, it's going to be seen, so we have to be able to cover it. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to leave them elevated. It depends on how they look in the end. In my mind, it looks okay. But as any experienced Minecrafter will know, or will tell you, your brain doesn't necessarily get all the nuances correctly. Certain bits will always look a little funny. So this may end up getting lowered, which would actually be more beneficial, especially for where I place these. Because in order to get around this side, if we did the elevated, you literally can't get around this. You actually do have to go this way. And then this one here is the same thing. You can't get around this. So you have to go around it like that to get to this area. But if it was just elevated, you could literally just walk over it. So we'll see whether or not we go that way, that route or not. So we need more of these. We're going to need more andesite. Definitely. So let's put some stone brick. Now, another option is we could put some cracked stone brick. That would work as well. Just to break up the stone brick part. But I don't think we need to do it right away. We'll see how it looks when it's finished. Oh, well, hello. Oh, I didn't mean to fall in. So this is water. Okay. Just a random aquifer floating around. We'll light that up. There's coal there, so maybe dig that out. We'll have to double up because animals are... Well, we'll hit the same problem we did with the villagers, where they might just phase through if they happen to be standing on it. I don't want that. So we'll double or triple up this wall. Oh, I don't need to do that one, do I? So we'll go like this. You know what? Let's triple it up. Oh, there's andesite right there. Perfect. Before we triple it up, let's dig that out. Then we'll triple it up. Just so that we have plenty of space for them to stand on. Because what I'm worried about is in the last season, we had that village, and the villagers just all disappeared. And the only thing I could narrow it down to is the fact that a lot of their houses that I was building, that they were using at the time, because I put doors on them, actually had, what do you call it? They had gaps underneath them, holes, and they're only on half slab floors. And I think what it was is whenever they loaded, or whenever I loaded the chunk or unloaded the chunk, they would actually sink halfway into the floor. And as a result, they were falling through and getting trapped underneath. I think that's what was happening. Not positive. Don't quote me on that. But I believe that's what was happening. We can use dirt because we got a gazillion and one blocks of dirt. I'm not even kidding on that. We've already filled our chest reserves with dirt. So we have more dirt than we can store. And we're digging more holes, which gives us more dirt. Yeah, I know, right? Oh well. Nothing should spawn in the actual water. Hostile monster-wise. So we can do that. And we just put a couple light blocks, light sources there, I should say. Then we just need to get out. One there, and one there. Oh, let's take that out so I can get out. There we go. Then we put that there. We have more dirt, okay, because this needs to get replaced. Oh. I feel like I should do... Oh, I don't want to get rid of that now, except brings dirt already. That's grass already down. Oh, we got grass over there. Never mind. We should probably do something like this. Just as a safety measure, I guess. Just to block the corners. Again, I apologize if I'm a little quieter than normal. I'm kind of forgetting to talk loud enough. And I apologize for that. There we go. Now we got plenty of this stuff. Right, so let's go back to doing this. The corners. Again, if we decide to do the sunken version, or the flush, I'll remove that one back corner piece there. Just replace it with stone brick. I know I could leave it technically as dirt at that point, but I kind of like having a... when I build things, I do like to have as finished as possible. So we knock out this wall. We put in the stone. Now, obviously, all of the floors are just going to be ground, or dirt, I should say. Just because. This here, this little staircase, we can get rid of that now. Oh, no, we can't, because we need to get out. Whoops. Go back to that. Normally, this will be a ladder. So, essentially, what's going to happen is this will have a block over it. Whoops. Not there. I'll have a block over it. Not that you can see now, because I blocked myself in. Perfect. So, anyways, it'll have a block over it, and there'll be a trapdoor attached to it. And then there'll be a ladder straight down to the bottom. which is only a couple blocks, I know. And that'll be our way in and out. Now, if we do the sunken version, we don't even have to walk. We can just attach it to the stair. Can we attach? I don't know. Can we actually do that? Wait. Can we attach things to stairs? We can. Okay, it's torches that we can't put on stairs, right? Ooh. How did I never know that? Is that how he did that? Is that a new feature? That trapdoors can hover? Didn't they used to break? Is it just delaying? No, it must be 1.9. So that's how you do a really tiny bridge. Sorry, another YouTuber had a trapdoor over a little bit of water, and I couldn't figure out how he did it, because there was nothing supporting the trapdoor. But anyways, to continue with our system, we need to dig out 2 spots, because we have to do a little bit of role play type thing. I like to have, because this is a pit, it's a hole in the ground, and especially with the elevated system, water's going to leak in, right? In theory, if it rains, it's not going to actually get wet down there, but in theory, the water would run off, hit this, and probably run back in. So I want to have vents, okay, like drains. Now, in order for us to do drains, what we need to do is essentially create a void. Now, we do have that. It's not going to be dark enough. We need a black block. We could use black wool. We could use obsidian, which is expensive. Or we could use what I like to do and just use a coal block. Because why not? Coal is relatively cheap. It's everywhere. We can make it, technically. So we should be fine with that. And the way it works, the way this drain works, if you will, I actually think it's a nice little clever design. It's nothing super impressive, but it's enough that it actually looks like what it's supposed to look like. So we put stone there and there. This also gets to be stone. Then we put the dirt back. Okay. And then we go like this, and we put a trapdoor, and then a grate. You see, that looks like a drain into nothing. See? A drain. And the beautiful part is, because it's only a half block sticking out, and only 1 block high, even like baby animals, they can fit into that, but they can't get stuck in it. Like, they don't go in it and then never come out because they're only half a block. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. Anyways, we gotta do the same thing in this one. So that gets dug out, and we replace the bottom one with coal, and the walls with stone brick. And then we put dirt back. And then we trapdoor it. Nope. And there we go. So that's the drains. And this can all get to be grass. Now, around the drains... Oh, I gotta wait till it's grass to do that? But you can only do the path on grass itself? Okay. Anyways, I would like to do like one in front of it and then a couple scattered in different directions to make it look like the actual water has an effect on the grass. But anyways, that's essentially the pen. We just gotta wait for the grass to finish growing. The height of it, the roof of it, we can't really put on right now, even if we wanted to, because we don't have the animals. The animals have to go in before we can get the roof on. That did take longer than I expected to build. But anyways, I'll knock out the other 2 off camera. And then next episode, I think we're going to go look for some animals, maybe even bring them back. I think we have sheep and cow and stuff over there. Has my render distance changed? I think it has. Video settings. It has. It's dropped down to 8. I wonder why I did that. When did I do that? Anyways, not important. I'll see you when I see you.